bad bundles.
This is a multi-billion dollar industry.
TSR Investigates went undercover last year.
What are you guys working on specifically?
After companies selling synthetic weave with chemicals that may be poisoning us.
People get sick, kids come out with deformities.
But the human and plant-based hair you thought was safer?
We found much more lead in human hair than any other product we tested.
Is your bust down busting your body down? The price millions of us may be paying for style. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Last summer, TSR Investigates flew to New York, Consumer Reports, with news that 10 popular synthetic braiding hair products used for box braids, twists, and protective styles, they all came back positive for dangerous chemicals and heavy metals like lead. So they pushed it further. They purchased 30 bundles advertised as either 100% human or plant-based, even more synthetic hair. The results were shocking. What'd you get?
100% medium boho braids, wasteless.
You remember Ashley Staten? We caught her at Nadine's 24-hour braid shop in Bowie, Maryland last year. She was excited to try these popular boho braids for the first time. What if I told you that there's a report out that said, synthetic hair is dangerous. It has chemicals in it, it has carcinogens. We're talking about benzene. We're talking about lead.
Wow, I believe it because it's not real. It's not 100. It's not human hair. It's mixed with things to make it.
Human hair was always the go-to. So she thought.
The way this hair about to be slayed, baby.
People will defer to human hair assuming it's safer. But we did not know that for sure because we did not test that.
Until now. Dr. James Rogers, the force behind Consumer Reports' study on braiding hair, he upped the ante. He and his team went to Amazon, Walmart, the beauty supply store, and grabbed human hair, synthetic hair, and popular plant-based synthetic products. What did you find?
Human hair had the highest amount of lead of any of these products that we've tested.
And to be clear, there is no safe level of lead in anything that we consume or come in contact with. 29 of the 30 products that they tested had lead, all of them containing carcinogens and VOCs, also known as volatile organic compounds, which have been known to cause cancer. Acetone and benzene are on the list. Cadmium is on the list too. That is a highly toxic heavy metal with strong links to lung, prostate, and kidney cancers.
When you go to some of the manufacturers, they will claim that, the level of lead is under regulatory amounts. But if it's not regulated, how can that be? I wouldn't trust them unless you can find some type of data or information that suggests that that is true.
And the truth is, hair manufacturers are not sharing their data. The law doesn't require it. Look at some of the bundles on the list of offenders. Indique, the Janet Collection, Main Concept, Outre, Sensationel, Shake and Go, Yummy Extensions, Zuri.
Is there one specific product on that list that stood out to you that you would say, absolutely not? Run far away from it.
There was Y-Wigs, which was a human hair. I would say to my children, please choose something differently because I'm concerned about the amount of lead in the product.
Y-Wigs Water Wave Bulk Hair with the highest amount of lead of all products tested.
When you see the word safe or organic, do you have an issue with those words when they're being packaged, when they're being marketed this way?
I have a big issue, Justin, because as you mentioned, it's not regulated.
He brought up the popular Kaneculon hair.
I was speaking to someone about, where does it come from? And Kaneculon is a patented product. And my impression was there are only a few countries that actually make the main product, and then it's sold to other companies to do the processing, the coloring, whatever they're going to do to it. And so we know what the chemical makeup of this strand of hair is. What we don't know is how is it processed later on down the line. That's the same thing, actually, Justin, about the human hair, too. One may think the human hair is safer, but it, too, is processed once the women sell their hair to a broker, then that hair can be exposed to all different types of chemicals to give it its characteristics of color or texture.
Dr. Rogers says there was one product that stood out for all the right reasons.
The Dosso Beauty product which had non-detects for all the heavy metals we tested for and wasn't too bad in VOCs, would be the product that I would feel comfortable recommending to my daughters.
Philly-based Dosso Beauty, their hypoallergenic braiding hair listed in the synthetic category. No lead, cadmium, or arsenic detected in their samples collected. The founder and CEO, Khadija Dosso, on TikTok.
It's crazy to think that we were the only product that actually tested negative for all heavy metals.
Dosso has their test reports posted online. Their manufacturer, based in China, testing for harmful chemicals and heavy metals regularly. Quote, it undergoes a proprietary cleansing process to ensure its hyperallergenic and non-toxic nature.
We still have more work to do, right? I want to make sure that our product is 100% safe, that there are no traces of any harmful chemicals at all whatsoever on our braiding hair, and that we're holding our manufacturer accountable.
And that is music to Dr. Alicia Franklin's ears. She's a research scientist at Silent Spring Institute, where they uncover links between women's health and the chemicals in our environment.
We don't know how these chemicals are being introduced into the products.
She has spent years looking into the chemicals in our hair products, but recently took a different approach with her new study that was published with the American Chemical Society. She went to the lab, handed over 43 popular hair extensions from online and local beauty supply stores, from human hair, banana fiber, silk, raw, virgin, where it was then tested for just about everything.
There are 900 plus chemicals that we were able to detect. Now, sadly, of the over 900 chemicals, it was only a portion, 169, that we could identify with confidence.
Just name a few that stuck out to you that were like, ooh, this is a red flag.
So to me, it was the phthalates and the organotin compounds that stood out to me. Some known to cause cancer, some known to be associated with reproductive harm, birth defects, and endocrine disruption. Phthalates stood out because we know that phthalates in particular have been shown to have some cause adverse health outcomes at low concentration.
48 chemicals appeared on major hazard lists, including 12 that are on California's Prop 65 list, which are known to cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. The state of California requires these businesses to warn consumers on the labels about significant exposure to these substances. Compounds that we've already mentioned, like lead, arsenic, benzene, and phthalates, which are common in plastics and packaging.
We actually found that in the virgin hair that it had some chemicals that we know are like plastic. So there's chlorine in the virgin hair and we didn't expect to see it because it is marketed as human hair, but it had a lot of chlorine in it, which made us believe that it's potentially some processing that puts a sort of plastic-like material into it, just maybe for durability or whatever the case may be. Based on our research at Silent Spring, when a company is required to disclose that they have a Proposition 65 chemical in them, they change their total formula that they sell not only in California, but in the US. Right? So they don't just make a product for one state. They make a product that is now their new product, and they distribute that across the United States. So we do believe that even if just the state of California were to regulate these, companies are going to change the formula for everyone.
The path forward is getting other states to follow suit.
You're not going to make one product for one state, right? You're going to have to reformulate. And then if you add on the labeling requirements, et cetera, the reporting and testing requirements, and then the liability, the key is to get this product under a cosmetic bill, because some states don't consider hair because it isn't directly on the skin, supposedly, or because it's not like a lotion that's absorbed through the skin, supposedly. That is not a cosmetic. And that's one of the arguments I think the FDA could make. That it's an applique. It's something you just hook into your hair. You wear a wig on top. It's not intentionally made to go on the skin and then absorb like a lotion or something. I think once we get one of these states, and I hope it's California because of Prop 65, once we get one of these states to agree to include artificial braiding hair under an overall cosmetics bill, I think that will be a game changer.
As far as braiding hair, we ask, what can we use? Well, Dr. Franklin says as a Black woman herself, she looks for brands putting effort in making safer products and brands that include the ingredients on their labels. It may be hard to find, but she says they are out there. Consumer Reports also says they received an overwhelming response from the brands that they tested, many of them vowing to continue testing and fine-tune their manufacturing process. A representative from Shake and Go, for example, responded in part, quote, "We shared those findings with our suppliers and have consistently emphasized that hazardous or harmful substances must not be used in our products. We work with established manufacturing partners and maintain quality assurance processes designed to help ensure that our products meet applicable safety standards and retailer requirements prior to distribution. As part of these efforts, we conduct periodic internal reviews and independent third-party testing informed by evolving industry practices and available scientific guidance." For the full list of those responses from some of those brands that they tested, we'll have that link on our website, theshaderoom.com. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.